Hello, Matt here from RetroOnly.com. Today we will be talking about how many times you can get banned on the PlayStation Network. Before we get into that, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. Suspensions and bans can be pretty strenuous. Suspensions can be lifted after a period of time, but that is obviously not the case with permanent bans. Once your PlayStation system has been banned, it cannot be reversed, and the decision is final. This occurs especially due to severe behavior and also after several suspensions for less severe behavior. Therefore, it is always recommended not to buy banned systems, even if it is available at half the price of an unbanned one, as you will then not be able to use any of the online services or play any online games either. Many people often ask the question, how many times can you get banned on the PlayStation Network? Well, this video mainly revolves around this question, and we tried to answer it as clearly as possible next. If your console is banned, then that is a permanent thing, and after one ban you can no longer access anything online. If you just have a temporary ban, which is normally known as a suspension, many people have reported that they've received a permanent ban after receiving 3 temporary bans or suspensions. There is no exact number, however, so after you get just one suspension or temporary ban, then your next could be a permanent one. None of the gaming platforms give out specific information, as they don't want people gaming the system and selling their console right before it's permanently banned. Gaming companies are also not straightforward on what exactly will get you a permanent ban, as the strictness can often vary depending on who exactly reviews your account. In this video, we will give you some general information about PlayStation bans, as well as further info on how many times that you can mess up before the ban becomes permanent. Console bans, account bans, and suspensions. If a particular PlayStation has been temporarily suspended or banned, then all of its local users won't be able to sign into that particular system on the PlayStation Network. In other words, it means that the PlayStation Network cannot be used for further online gaming until the ban or suspension is lifted. You will also not be able to access the PlayStation Store or manage your accounts on that particular console. In order to find an alternative to this issue, you can use a different individual account in order to access the PlayStation Network if it is an account suspension or a ban. However, if it is a console ban, then changing accounts won't do anything to help the issue. The previous solution is only applicable if you provided specific accounts are safe and are not entitled to any kind of ban or suspension as well. Speaking about account bans or temporary suspensions, it is done in order to prevent a specific account from getting signed into all PlayStation devices and is designed to deter people from committing the same offense over and over again. With an account ban or suspension, you will not be able to use that account to access the PlayStation Network on any device at all. How many times can you get your account suspended or banned? According to our research, it has been found that PlayStation can ban an account or the system 3 times for the same offense before they start issuing permanent bans. If you have been suspended or banned and you don't believe that you did anything wrong, then you can contact PlayStation and they will review the report for accuracy. For this, the PlayStation support reps will check and see if the original report made was accurate or not. If they find the user innocent, then they will normally lift the ban or suspension immediately. But if the same offense is committed over and over again, the user will eventually get a lifetime ban. A lifetime ban might sound pretty harsh, but PlayStation has their own terms of service, and if violated, individuals have to face the consequences in the form of temporary suspensions or permanent bans. PlayStation representatives also have the right to turn down any kind of plea made referring to the situation, and they often will not entertain any appeals on permanent bans. As we all know, in today's age, online gaming has become so popular that one ban could turn out to be extremely catastrophic, as you can lose all your progress and friends that you have made in the game, as well as a lot of content. Therefore, users must be careful with the way they act online, as their actions should not be against the company's guidelines and terms of service, if you want to play the game for a long time to come. Also, it is quite understandable on the company's part that PlayStation possesses the rights and are entitled to look after their company's safety, as they are often held responsible when someone is bullied or feels threatened on their platform. PlayStation can deny access to anyone that they feel like has not played within the terms and conditions of the online service. The whole responsibility of protecting all of their users on their platform lies on their shoulders only, and they take it quite seriously. Therefore, a policy that allows a small number of infractions and if violated can lead to an automatic lifetime ban kind of makes absolute sense. So what really happens to the content and subscriptions if someone's account has been banned? If you are someone whose account has been banned due to whatever reason, then you would not be able to access your trophies, subscriptions, or your purchased content. Everything that is associated with your account would be lost if you get a permanent ban. Also, no one would be getting any kind of refund for their subscriptions and content that might have been active at the time of the ban. And this policy is in accordance with the Sony Entertainment Network's terms of service. If you find your system is banned, then you should be able to still access your account, its subscription services, content, etc. from another system. However, this is only applicable if your account has not been permanently banned as well. In most of the cases, both the account and the system get permabanned, which means you will lose access to everything. But can a particular ban or suspension be lifted? You should know that bans and suspensions are not implemented without being looked over by someone from the PlayStation staff. And they are only applied after a thorough investigation by the assigned moderation staff. In other words, it can be said that suspensions and bans are final, and therefore cannot be lifted. It can be questioned only if you are found to have some kind of account payment issue, where the suspension will get lifted as soon as you have cleared the debt by paying off the remaining balance. You can appeal the decision, but if you actually did what another user reported you for, then it's unlikely that your suspension or ban will be overturned. If you do feel like your account or console got banned unfairly, then you can call the PlayStation support line at 1-800-345-7669. How can you find the reason for a particular suspension or ban? For this, you just need to check your email and find the one that was sent from PlayStation. The notification email is generally sent to the user's sign-in ID, for example, your email address. Also, it should be noted that customer support can prove to be very helpful in such cases, as they can often answer any questions that you might have about why you were banned or suspended. You can contact them directly and ask them for the reason for the ban. They will often be able to give you a more clear answer about the general reasons that have resulted in the suspension or the ban. Although customer care is not required to enter into any kind of further discussion apart from discussing the notification email. Also, if you find that you have been banned without receiving any kind of notification email, then for this, you should definitely contact customer support. You can also get brief information about the kind of ban or suspension that has been implemented on your account or console. This can be done by interpreting the error code which flashes on your screen every time when you try to log in. It is important to note that you will rarely receive more than just general information from the email or support staff, and they will often point you to the terms and conditions and say you broke some rule that was there. Obviously, that is less than helpful, but if you think through what you have done recently, you can probably find out what led to the suspension or ban, or you can also Google the error code you received. Conclusion. Obviously, having your account or console suspended or banned is not any fun, and not something that you want to have to deal with, but thankfully, in most cases, PlayStation will give you multiple warnings before they ban your account or console permanently. They could just ban it immediately, but thankfully, they only do that in the most serious of cases. Account and console bans, as well as suspensions, are sort of a mystery to everyone, but hopefully this video has been helpful and now you know more about the bans that are issued for the PlayStation Network. This has been Matt from RetroOnly.com. Please be sure to like and subscribe to our channel.